Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I hope y'all are feeling good. I hope y'all are having a great day. It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley, and today we have some hot topics to talk about regarding the Potomac ladies. Guys, come on in the room, come on in the room. Oh, that sounds good. Veggie and potato soup for lunch. I love a good soup. I love a good soup. So that sounds good. I hope you're enjoying your lunch. That sounds really good. Hey y'all, yes, honey, ready for a ponderosa, honey. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, Dorothy. Hey, Dorothy. How are you? Hey, how are you? How are y'all? Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. Thank you so much. Come on in. Yes, I love a good soup. I love a good soup. Okay. Yes, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling? Is Jameer in the room, child? Is Jameer in the room? Jameer, we had a day yesterday, didn't we? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I don't even look at the title. I'm here for the vibes. I know that's right. Yes, we have a good time. You said, hey, Brooke, hey, chat, tuning in from a chill day in the office. Oh, well, I hope you have an even more chill day because the live is going to be fun as always. I'm feeling great. How are you doing? Yes, honey, the doors are closed. The doors are closed. So there should be no foolishness. It's a new day. All right. Yes, honey, the vibes and the tea. Oh, your kids, your students are napping. Okay, well, I hope you don't wake them up because there probably will be a whole bunch of laughs. The chat probably will be in rare form, like always. Yes, you caught your first live replay crew. Oh, vegetable chicken soup sounds good. Yes, I feel really refreshed. I do feel refreshed. Um, you know, the foolishness does not stop the show over here. All right, we are good to go. Come on in, y'all. Yes, honey, the church is closed. The church doors are closed, honey. Let them know. I was just watching yesterday's live and this one popped up. Come on. Hey, Ayana, how are you? Yes, honey, dress for the haters' funeral. Yes, yes, honey, because they could never. Oh, happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day. Happy birthday to you. Come on in the room. Yes, honey. We have VIPs, honey, in the room only, honey. Okay. Yes, honey. Amex only. Let them know, Greg. Let them know, Greg. Yes, honey. I am the moment, honey. Thank you. Yes, honey. Only elite Amex employees in the chat. Wait, one of y'all had me screaming. Yes, honey. Deacon Jameer was putting in that work. Hey, Jameer. Jameer, I see you. How are you doing, Jameer? Yes, we had a good, yes. Hopefully you can take it easy today, Jameer. Jameer, you had to fight off a lot of nonsense. Yes, honey, cannot keep us down. All right. So, guys, come on in. Come on in. How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling? Because when I tell y'all, I saw this pop up last night and I said, you know what? Let's just do this today, right? I didn't want to do it last night. I want to be fresh to talk about this. But before I get into this, I want this to be the last time that we as a collective speak about Ashley Darby. Energy is powerful. Just saying somebody's name, whether it's positive or negative, it still keeps them in the ether. And if we want her off of our screens, we need to stop talking about her. So if she should do anything else in the press going forward, I'm going to refuse to talk about her. Okay? Because this is what's keeping her still on our screens. And the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference. If you want to really make an impact, be indifferent, be attacked, be detached. Okay, but we still talk about people. You can. That's why when they always say you can hate somebody into millions of dollars and celebrity and fame and status. So after this story, let's make it our personal goal to not speak about Ashley again. All right? Okay. So yes, hit her with the I don't know her exactly. But I do want to just talk about this because she did bring up her motives for bringing this whole storyline up. Now, also, shout out to Alexander Rogers because he clocked it from jump. He said, I believe that Ashley brought this up to bring Charrisse back on the show, and Ashley, in very few words, admitted yesterday in an interview that that's what this was. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna play y'all the clip, and it's Ashley talking about her plan to get Charrisse back, that infamous hookup with Jackson, Charrisse's son. And she had a few words regarding Candiace too. She tried to throw some shade at Miss Candiace Dillard-Bassett. So I'm gonna play y'all the clip right now, and we're gonna reconvene and talk about what she's saying.
Confession about hooking up with Charrisse's son, Jackson Jordan. What made you want to tell Charrisse that in the moment?
It's been just kind of sitting on me for a while. It's been sitting on me for 2 years now.
Oh my.
And, I wanted Charrisse back on the show.
Yeah.
I have. And I almost told her umpteen times, right? And I was going to take it to my grave and just be like, because Jackson was like, I keep my love life private from my mom. And I was like, but that's also my friend, like, granted, she had given it her blessing and jokingly in the past. She did. She was like, can you be my daughter-in-law? She would actually ask that. And so I was like, hey girl, like, this could be your chance. Get you back on the show.
I'm crying.
In the scene, I thought she was going to like throw champagne in my face, flip the table, do a whole thing. Nothing of the sort.
Yeah. So do you still talk to him at all?
No, we don't speak.
Okay.
After Potomac and Ponies, he like wanted to hang out, but yeah, I put a stop to that. Can you imagine? Yeah, I've learned my lesson.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel bad about it, honestly, because if Charrisse genuinely feels the way she does, I am remorseful.
Yeah.
I don't like the way she's going about it. And that is where I'm losing respect for her. But if she's genuinely upset, I can acknowledge, like, I crossed a line and we can deal with it. But if you're going to keep defaming me and saying all this stuff and talking bad about my character, then we have another problem.
Were you surprised at how kind of like the audience reacted to all of it, how it just blew up?
Not really. I
You're
mean, it's
expecting-
salacious. Yeah. And I knew it was salacious.
Yeah.
I've been doing this show long enough to know
what's gonna
something's-
hit.
Yeah. I mean, Charrisse was doing TV shows and podcast interviews, and I'm just happy that she's back in the fold.
Your former castmate, Candiace, made some comments on Carlos King's podcast about this hookup, saying it's a reflection of how you were raised. Did you have any response to that?
I addressed that with her as well on the girls' trip. I don't understand why she insists on talking about me, period. Do you know how much I talk about her? None. Absolutely none. And if I'm asked about her, I pass on it.
Yeah.
I don't know why she feels like it's necessary to delve in on me. And she hasn't been here for, 2 years now? You don't go here anymore. Oh. So, yeah. But any opportunity she has to talk about me, homegirl's gonna take it. And what can I say? I'm just a hot topic.
Yeah.
So y'all, I'm sorry that y'all had to sit through 2 minutes and 50 seconds of Ashley just going on and on about nothing, but here we are. So first things first, I think it really shows how none of us, me included, none of us should be getting overly invested in these storylines because so many of them are fake. I've told you guys that several people have told me that, who are really in with Ashley and Giselle and several others who play the villains on their respective franchises. They've told me flat out that a lot of the villains are playing a role. And in real life, I've even said that because when I met Giselle and Robin at BravoCon 2022, and it was still here in New York, I met them. They knew who I was, and they were friendly. They were very friendly. I have the picture to prove it. Now, the following year when it was in Vegas, they weren't happy to see me, okay? They cut the photo op short. But I say all that to say, it's clear that off camera, in real life, they have some sense. They're not these horrible, diabolical people. Well, I guess they are, because my thing is, if this is real life and you're acting like this, that is a part of you that is low character. I guess I'm still confused as to how you can disassociate from doing such evil things, and then you have confusion towards your castmates who are upset by saying, well, it's just a show, girl. When the cameras are on, we do this, but off camera, let's still grab a drink. That's not how this works. You've accused my husband, you've lied on me, you've pulled out receipts on me, but then we're supposed to be okay? I don't get that. Crystal even revealed on her podcast with Cynthia that Kyle is the same way. Kyle will sit up there and curse you out. She'll have other people doing her dirty work. She'll accuse you. She'll gaslight you. Then when the cameras turn off and they're packing their bags, she'll say, okay, girl, well, that was a great scene. That's going to make for great TV. Let's go get a drink. Let's go get some dinner. And Crystal was like, I can't, you just, verbally, tore me up. You accused me of being a liar and you cursed me out, call me fake, phony, whatever. How can you expect me to be okay? Like, I'm confused about how you're able to compartmentalize being horrible to somebody on camera and then saying, well, that's not our real life, but then claiming to the fans and the viewers that this is real life. So what's real and what's fake? Are you guys must be acting then, because I'm confused. But I say all that to say, Ashley is pretty much showing that that's really how it goes. Because when she even said, when I told her the news, I was expecting Charrisse to throw some champagne at me, flip the table over. And it's like, wow, so you already in your mind are like, okay, it's going to be a great scene. Let me finally say it now. So again, it goes to show you that so many of these people are in cahoots and that nothing is what it seems. We're getting all upset and saying, how dare you do that? But a lot of them are in, they're in bed together saying, okay, girl, I'm going to tell you this, you get mad. So one hand washes the other. Now, people like Angel and Candiace, they obviously are real people and they're not sitting up here pretending or in cahoots with people who are horrible to them. So that's why they really feel things deeply. But I think it's really sad that Ashley's revealing that this whole thing was pretty much a way to get Charrisse back on the show. I think it's ridiculous. And I feel like there should be a clause in the contracts that say you can't reveal that. Because in my opinion, we're no longer watching reality TV. This is now a soap opera. We might as well be watching, a scripted show. Because again, I'm confused. What's real and what's not? Because in real life, we don't operate like this, right? Am I crazy? Yes, they're trying to produce a scene. There's a slippery slope into psychosis when you curate your real life for a show. I agree. Yes, it's all a game. It wasn't always like this. The girls used to be authentic, but something has shifted. This is how reality TV is failing. They become the caricature version of their worst selves. Yes. Low-key, the second I saw the thumbnail Charrisse on Sherri's show pop up on my YouTube, I was like, girl, bye, this is a whole storyline. Yes. You said the black and the thoughtless. I'm screaming. We're watching a telenovela. Yes. People laugh when Alex said it, but he literally said Ashley and Charrisse cooked up this scheme. Yeah, he did say that. He did say it. And he was right. He clocked it from jump. Ruining the illusion. I agree. Ashley's always smirking when ish goes down. She knows it's fake. Yes. But I've even told y'all, Ashley and Giselle are really built for this, the same way Erica and Kyle are in Beverly Hills and others who are the villain, because in real life, they're very serious. Ashley, I've met her several times and Ashley knows how I feel about her, right? And the way Ashley is just all smiles. I can always give the girls their due. Ashley has always been very pleasant to me when I've met her, when I've seen her. She's always been I have to admit, been very pleasant. I know other content creators who are close to her, and they've even said the same thing, that she's lovely, she's a bunch of fun, but when it's time for that camera to turn on, she's a different person. But my question goes back to, do I have any therapists or sociologists or psychologists in the house? Somebody let me know. Is it a personality disorder? Because I'm confused as to how you claim to be so real, but you're playing a character when it's supposed to be your real life. Like, how are you so evil on camera, but yet so nice, so pleasant in real life? Like, that's very jarring to me. Because I feel like if you're a real person, you're going to show your real self on. Like, if I were to be on a show, a reality show, I would be myself, obviously a more like animated version. I'm already animated in real life too, though, but I digress. But I'm saying you couldn't catch me trying to destroy somebody's life because that's not in me to do. So I'm confused as to how you can be such a pleasant, sweet person in real life, but you're so evil on a show. That's jarring. That's weird. They're real for the money. They clock into a job, but it's time, especially when nobody enjoys their character. But who is the real personality? That's a split personality. It's giving that. It's so hypocritical of them. I have a psych degree and it's definitely giving DSM 5. Oh, wow. Come on, psych degree. That's why they pushed. Wait, they pushed who? You said with Ashley, her morals bend. I think some people can't avoid acting different in front of the camera. To me, that gives dangerous, though. I don't know people that are fake around me. That type of behavior gets you blocked out of my life. I agree. I couldn't take nothing with these evil women. I agree. You said from the first time Ashley was in Robin's financial business, I knew she'd be a facilitator of BS. Ashley understands that it's a job, but it's one thing. But this is my thing. I get that yes, it is a job. They get paid for this. But a job and being evil and going out of your way to destroy somebody that has real life consequences and ramifications, that's different, right? Like when folks are out here accusing husbands of unsavory behavior, when we're out here digging up receipts on people that could destroy their lives, when we're sitting up here involving kids and stuff, that's when we can't say it's a job. I don't know. Yes, they're taking a job too far. Once someone becomes aware of their character, villain, victim, truth teller, pot star, they may lean into it because it keeps them relevant. Saying it's a job isn't good enough. I'm an educator with some psychology training experience. This might be a form of escapism for them as well. Also regressing into younger versions of themselves in groups. You know what? That's true. That's a good point. Maybe this is healing for them. You're right. It is escapism for them because if they never were the cool, sexy, fun girl, now they're trying to relive this now on the show and being famous now with some more money. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they've always wanted to be the villain. Maybe they were pushed around as a kid or a teenager with no voice. They felt trapped. They felt like nobody. And now they want, I don't know. You're right. It's heavy on the regression. Money brings out the worst in people. People on reality TV, to me, are a bit narcissistic and have past trauma and have several personalities. Reality TV has been dark in recent years. Child, you often point out the childhood issues and I 100% see it. Psych here is giving disordered personality, which is why people like Ashley and Giselle do well on this show. These women are simply in an arena, bravo, where behaving in bad faith is rewarded. That's a great point. They have no morals. They don't care. Yeah, I'm here for all the PhDs and psychs in the chat. Yes, because let me know. I'm like, please, we have any experts in the house, please, because I'm confused as to how you can separate this and put it under the umbrella of it's a job. Hey, Kayla L, thank you for the super chat. And then they have the nerve to be pressing Stacey for knowing this is all a sham and having fun with it. A mess. Yes, but you know what it is? They're really mad because I saw the sneak peek of the reunion. They're really mad because Stacey is playing into it and having fun with it, and she's the fan favorite. That's why they're mad. The fact that Ashley and Giselle are over here playing up for the cameras and have these alter egos just being nasty, and they're now the villains of the show where they know the majority of the fans want them off the show, and Stacey's being a heightened version of herself, being super ditzy, and it's a character. And the fact that it's working for Stacey, it landed Stacey on Vanity Fair, and they haven't gotten that. All Ashley and Giselle have gotten are petitions for them to be off the show and in essence articles calling out the colorism. So I think that they're angry and they're jealous because Stacey is making it work for her and they haven't been able to make it work for them. That's what it really is all about, in my opinion. Hey, so Steph, thank you for the super chat. Do you think Ashley's on the chopping block? I've never seen her do so many podcasts. Is she trying to signal something to the fans or Bravo? Yes, I do believe that Ashley is on the chopping block. If I had to give my 2 cents, I'm not saying that I'm an expert in anything. I haven't gotten any inside tea. If I should get some inside tea about her, I will let y'all know immediately. I think that Ashley's spot on the show is hinging on her performance at this reunion. I think that the network is aware that Ashley's time is up and that we're at the end of the road for her. Storyline is non-existent. And I mean, this is a record number of viewers who cannot stand her. I am seeing white viewers on TikTok. I'm seeing people who are on the fence with Ashley saying, I do not want her on the show. And I think that when you have 95% of viewers who are in alignment that we don't want her on the show anymore, I think that that is going to play a factor. So I do think that her job is on the chopping block. I do. So, hey, Darkchild99, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, Brooke, I cut off my comment accidentally. I was saying earlier that this is why they pushed Royce out of Basketball Wives. Yes. Hey, Gemini617, thank you for the super chat. Dear Ashley Darby, nobody believes you from America. Yeah, nobody. The viewers are tired. The viewers are tired. Hey, SquareBiz72, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Brooke, love the lashes, looking sweet as usual. Thank you so much, SquareBiz. Thank you. Ashley and Giselle are what we call in the corporate world a redundancy. They do the same exact job. Bravo should cut their losses and synergize. I agree. But I think that Bravo would not fire both at the same time. I think that if anything, Giselle will still be here for quite some time and Ashley will be gone. Yes, Ashley's very envious. She is. She acts just like a white woman who do things to black women and then play victim. It's why she hates Candiace. Oh, absolutely. This is why I don't believe Giselle doesn't care what fans think, because why does she always go after the fan fave if she doesn't care? It's straight up jealousy, which shows she cares. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that Giselle does care about the viewers, but I'll say this. Giselle, I don't think cares so much about people talking negatively about her. I think that Giselle is somebody where she'd care more if we stopped talking about her altogether. I think Giselle is somebody where love me, hate me, as long as you're talking about me. But the day that we stop talking about her is the day that she will really care, in my opinion. But she definitely is jealous or and intimidated by the fact that Stacey is the fan favorite, for sure. Now, let me just say this. The comments that Ashley made regarding Candiace speaking about her on Carlos King's interview, let's be very clear in my Karen Huger voice. Ashley, for you to say that Candiace speaks on you every minute that she gets, that's not true. Do not flatter yourself. I know you want to believe that Candiace is obsessed with you, but that's not the case. We all know that it's the other way around. You are obsessed with Candiace. You want to be her. There's always been jealousy there. You've always been upset with the fact that she lives the life that you've always wanted to live. She had the upbringing that you always wanted, okay? Let's call a thing a thing. Let's be so clear. In that interview with Carlos King, Candiace really wasn't trying to talk about Potomac. She was really trying to focus on her upbringing and traders, okay? Her press run for the last 2 months has been about traders. The Arby's commercial, she is killing it. Do not say that when Candiace read you for filth, rightfully so, about how you're still wounded by your upbringing and that's why you do the things that you do out of desperation because you're still in survival mode. That was because Carlos King asked Candiace how she felt about the situation about you and Jackson hooking up. Do not ever in your pea brain get it confused. Candiace did not bring you up first. Carlos brought you up, and he asked Candiace her opinion on that, period. Also, in the other interviews that I've seen of Candiace, not once has she ever spoken your name. She talked about you for a few minutes on Carlos King's channel because he asked her about you, and that's been it. But for you to say every chance she gets, talk about me, and every time that I'm asked about her, I pay her dust, I don't speak on her, and you don't go here anymore. At the end of the day, hun, she's on Traders. She is a successful businesses. Her hair business is doing well. Okay, she's booked and busy on Traders. Even though she just got eliminated in the last episode, Mama is working. She has that Arby's commercial. What commercial do you have? What endorsements have you gotten? I think it's embarrassing that somebody who's been on Potomac for 10 years has not gotten one commercial, not one endorsement. All you have to show for it is a failed business with Giselle. I'm sorry, hun, but that's not a flex. I don't understand how you haven't been able to get a Corona endorsement. Something, even Gina has a Clorox commercial with Lisa Barlow. Like, you haven't been able to get anything. Giselle even had a Wendy's commercial with Karen. But you've been able to have nothing. That's sad. That's embarrassing. I'm just like, girl, don't flatter yourself. Candiace is not over here talking about you, hun. She's not. Well, you're trying to be a bootleg Candiace. She's not over here thinking about you. So again, don't flatter yourself. And for you to say, she doesn't go here anymore. Well, that's because that, God is good. She comes from money. So she's not hurting for the Bravo check. Unlike you, where and you're so addicted to this fame, she has peace in her life. Whereas you need this show to feel like somebody and something. Your self-esteem and your self-worth rests on you being on this show. Like a lot of, and that's no shade, because several of your peers are the same way. 80% of the housewives need this show to feel like somebody, and you're one of them. But, I'm sorry, you and her are not the same. She's been able to walk away from Potomac and be at peace and be happy. And you, on the other hand, need this show like it's your lifeline. But, let me just be quiet. Yeah, she's had no endorsements. Throw that kangaroo meat and get to selling it, Ashley girl. Yeah, Candiace has the Arby's commercial. Ashley, she has no charisma, no business acumen. Giselle's had 2 commercials. Giselle had the Clorox commercial, I remember, with Lisa Barlow and Gina from OC. And she's also, her and Karen had that joint Wendy's commercial. So Giselle's gotten a few commercials. Ashley has gotten 0. Yes, Candiace actually has a music career. Ashley's struggling to sing in pubs. Nothing but a failed restaurant, cheap leggings, and a hot box. That's because she didn't want to go on the show, and she's better for it, okay? The only thing Ashley has is being booked for horrible renditions of Roberta Flack songs. She left by choice to live her life peacefully, okay, while she was pregnant. She's still thriving without the show. Yeah, she's doing really well. She's doing her thing. So, catching the live while at work. Shout out everybody. Yes, honey, shout out everybody. Y'all got me screaming. Also, yes, Giselle has the podcast, and the podcast is doing well. So, I'm just saying, everybody has been able to do something with the platform except for Ashley. Wendy had the candles that sold out that one season. She has Happy Eddie. Karen has La Dame fragrance and the candles. She has the live shows going on. I'm trying to think. Stacey has the cannabis line now. Yeah, the Vanity Fair article. She's now the fan favorite of the show. I mean, the women have been walking away with something, except for Ashley. Ashley has little to nothing to show for it. In the earlier seasons, Ashley shared that she was a theater kid. That told me everything I need to know about how she navigates this show. I'm behind on the live. It isn't an excuse, though. Oh, Giselle was in the BravoCon commercial advertising the Wicked movie. She sure was. So she's had several commercials. Ashley Darby's drag king career isn't even taking off. Yeah, like even she can't even get that off the ground. Ash TOP or whatever she was calling herself. So yeah, I'm just like, girl, you have nothing to really show for being on this platform. Yeah, Robin has the hats. She has a med spa. She has the podcast with Giselle. Like, I'm like, for you to get on this show, I think that is criminal. I think it's criminal. It's the same as Sherri. It's the same as Sherri. Sherri being on the show for all that time and having nothing to show for it either with her businesses. But child, let me not get on Sherri, honey, because last time I brought up Sherri, stuff went left. So let me just be quiet, child. You said Ash FLOP, okay? Listen. So you said y'all give her some credit. She was on Love Hotel. I didn't watch. Oh, okay. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess so. Where is GNA? It's nowhere to be found, honey. Neverland. She gonna sell them t-shirts. Sherri's a top 15 housewife, but she's utterly useless. Yeah, Sherri should have gone in the fitness game. Sherri was in a commercial and not Ashley. At least Sherri has some iconic lines. What business can Ashley start? Child, Ashley should start a tent line. I'm screaming. When I'm gonna visit Sticks, Sherri's my delusional fave. Her only job skill is kissing. Oh wow, y'all need y'all have me screaming. Also, choosing to be terrible around every corner isn't just a job. The ability to compartmentalize to this extent is more not. Yes, no, it's true. It does feel like there's some disorder there because that's not normal. That's not healthy. Yeah. There's something wrong because you can't tell me that going after somebody's husband and then being confused as to why they're mad at you in real life. How does your brain compute? Like, I don't understand. I don't know. Ashley used to appear as a special guest anchor on the local Fox morning show in DC. She burned that bridge when she flopped the performance on live TV and she blamed production. Oh, she blamed production? Oh, okay. No wonder she hasn't been back on since. She can't do that. Production didn't do anything. She can't sing. She has no vocal ability. How dare she blame production? What did she even say? How did she blame them? She can't sing. God showed Sherri the path to the bag and she just could not bring it together. Ashley can't sing. Why did she do that? I'm so tired of ashtray. Oh, bougie, child. Listen, child. I'm trying to keep it real calm in these in this live, honey. Blame everybody but herself. She needs to blame the vocal cords. All right, call it out, child. But every time you say that, so let me just, when I tell you, I really kept my promise about not getting so invested and so upset about Potomac. I've protected my peace. Me being the voice to talk about this topic in particular, I've stopped. I'm just stopping because every time I brought it up, I was accused of being, dramatic, go over the top, hating, not just all sorts of nonsense. So, every time I say that, so yeah, we can just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Every time I bring that up, every time I brought up the double standards, and then seeing people that you advocated for now being all the way up, the same people who tormented them up their behinds. It's like it's like I brought this up. It was in vain because to see people who were horribly treated by these people, now they love them and can't stand me. It feels like I brought up colorism and all that stuff in vain. So I'm no longer even going down that road anymore. Get somebody else to do it. So yeah, move on to the next thing, Claudia. So yeah, it's not even worth bringing up, child. No, it's true. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm thinking. So you said it wasn't in vain, Brooke. You spoke the truth. It feels like it was in vain because what was it all for to say this? And now folks are friends with the people who treated them horribly. And now they're looking at you, screw face, talking about. So it's like, it does feel like so it's like I've emotionally detached from the show. I just can't get that invested. If the girls like it, I love it. And I'm just not even going to talk about all the isms anymore. It is what it is, You know what I'm saying? You said, I think for the sake of the audience, it wasn't a bad thing to point out. Cash rules these women. I get it, Brooke, but you spoke the truth. We heard you. If one doxing women felt uplifted by your words, it was worth it. Oh, thank you. So, yeah, child. You were speaking for what is right. You're right. Listen, honey. Listen. If I knew what I knew if I knew then what I know now, I would have never said anything. I would have just watched the show and I would have just been real surface with my takes. I would not have been on hollering and being all worked up. I would be like, okay, well, that sucks, but move on to the next thing. If I had known then what I know now, I would not have been so fiery. I would not have. I wouldn't have. Like, honestly and truthfully, like, I would have just been like, okay, that sucks. You're right. They would have called me out for not speaking about it too. Yes, you're absolutely, you're right. You're right. So yeah, you're right. You're right. So yes, they would have attacked me for not saying anything. They would have. You're right. They would have. So, so child. Yes, that's very true, honey. Yes, honey, we see each other. Okay, it's true. So, child. It's true, y'all. Yeah, when you're too early, people don't get it. It's very true. So, yeah, honey, the line is always moving. Oh, thank you. Your takes are why I subscribe to you. You verbalize exactly what I was observing on my screen. Yeah, honey, if I would have known then what I know now, it would have been too bad, so sad. I would have said, okay, I'm sorry to hear that, child. Yes, no, it's true. I'm glad you said it, but I get it. People will use your passion when it's convenient and dump you when they get the validation they always wanted. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely, honey. So, hun, listen, talking about their bodies, their looks. I've never talk about their kids. So it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre to me. I've never done any of that. It's why it's crazy. It's just, but that's fine, child. When they get their minds right, they'll call you, okay? Yep, Brooke validated what we were seeing. Brooke would have been like, yeah, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I would have. So, Steph, please. Child, y'all have me screaming in this chat. Y'all have me screaming in this chat. So I think Brooke be clocking them. That's when they get mad. They feed off the negativity, not the positivity. True. So I think she stood on what she was saying because Candiace was there. She wouldn't get her foot. What did Ashley say about Candiace? Oh, you're gonna have to watch the replay because I played the whole clip of Ashley talking about the storyline set up with Charrisse and Candiace. So pretty much she said, Candiace is always speaking on me. I don't even talk to her. I don't talk about her. And she doesn't even go here anymore. She's been off the show for 2 years now. Why is she even talking about me? So anyhow, y'all, yeah. But I think that just in general, let this be a lesson for all of us. Do not get bent out of shape. Don't be up here getting all angry and upset over what we see on television, because a lot of times these women are playing patty cake behind the scenes. They are setting scenes up. They are doing this because they want a good show. So a lot of times, again, things are not what it seems for the most part. And a lot of these women are in cahoots with each other. Even the enemies are friends in real life. Because it's like, okay, girl, curse me out. I'm going to curse you back out. Then you're going to say this, flip the table over, throw the drink down, act like you want to hit me. And that'll be such a great scene. Like, okay, girl, bet. Like, I say less. I got you. So a lot of times we're hooping and hollering, getting upset. Like, oh, how could she do that? That's messed up. And the whole time they're behind the scenes playing patty cake saying, okay, girl, we got our contracts for next season. We're good. So don't get upset. The fact that Ashley pretty much admitted that this was all a ploy to get Charrisse back on the show, a mess. So, okay, yeah, it's smoke and mirrors, honey. Yes, they fight on camera and sneaking and freaking off camera. Yeah, pretty much bumping pocketbooks and losing change, in the words of Alexander Rogers. Okay, so All right. Because I'm saying, how do you get assaulted? And then 3 episodes later, y'all are in Mexico on the cast trip and you are off camera showing each other your kitty cats. And you were just assaulted and never got an apology. But now you sit up there flirting and teasing the idea of having sex with each other. In what world am I flirting with somebody who assaulted me on national television? Like, what are we like? So, you know, a lot of times yes, it's a scheme that Todd set up. It's true. You said, girl, they don't even have change in their pocketbooks to lose. Okay. So please. Yeah. Making out and doing all sorts of stuff. That's why I don't be defending any of them. Okay. Yes, exactly. If I got hit, cops will be called. Exactly. You said that it is weirdo behavior. Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh gosh. Anything to stay relevant, honey. But you said all of this being revealed is not entertaining to the people of the network looking and lurking. It's not entertaining. It's not. So yeah, what kind of hold do they have on each other? I would never talk to somebody who threw a drink in my face. Same here. I think when you have women or people in general, right? Reality show, real life, a lot of people are desperate to be in the in crowd. And you will have people who, even if they are being assaulted or, you know, verbally abused by the in crowd, because they thirst and they hunger for the acceptance, they always want to be cool, they will go back to folks who did them dirty because they've always wanted to be accepted by the cool crowd. So I think that's the reason why we saw someone get assaulted and then she was cool with them for the remainder of the time that the other person had on the show. I think that's why when you go on these shows, make sure that you are healing yourself. Make sure that you are good mentally and you have very high self-esteem. Because if not, it's going to all come to the surface on the show. And we're all going to see how desperate you are to stay on the show. And shout out to one of my subscribers. I saw your comment that you made on my last Beverly Hills recap. I think it was either this recap or the one before episode 7. And you made a great point. You said, Brooke, every time you touch on Sutton's desperation, I believe that Sutton, when they want to let her go, you said, I believe that Sutton will beg Bravo to keep her on that show and that she will work for free. I believe you. And I commented back on you. I commented back and I said, I agree with you. I see that too. I think that Sutton is at that level of desperation where she'll say, I don't need the money, but I want to be famous so bad and I want to be around them so bad that I believe that. And I want to say, for whoever wrote that, shout out to you, because I believe that 100%. I believe that 100%. Yeah, she sure would. Listen, she would 100% do that. I believe it. I believe it. Damn, that is sad. 100%. She's that desperate. I want to say I heard she did that the first season. Oh, that checks out. I believe that. No, you're not. I agree. I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. I am right there with you. Like, no, what you're saying is the absolute truth. I think that she will absolutely, like, I see her having a very hard, I'm going to just leave it there. I see her having a very hard time when they let her go. And this season, she's not getting any camera time. I clocked the last few episodes. Sutton got a whopping total of 45 seconds on that camera. I definitely see, like, and I've told y'all the inside tea that I've gotten. Mama is at the top of the list of desperate housewives where she needs this show. This show is like the air that she breathes. She needs this show. So yes, I will. Yeah, I'm concerned for when her time is off of this show. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, she's another one who's addicted to this show and the fame. It doesn't, you said, Brooke, people don't like her. How is this fame fulfilling her? No one is saying positive things to her. It's not. Okay, so let me break this down. I'm gonna break this down to you. You don't understand. Listen, and before, I'm not anybody's doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just from my opinion, from what I've observed, I have a very good grasp on human nature. Okay, so I'm speaking from that. I'm not speaking as an expert. You've heard me say this before. So many of these women were not cool growing up, and that has stayed with them till their big ages of 50 and 60 years old. I have heard from people who know her, and I've told y'all this. I have heard from sources that she does not care about people liking her. She does not care about being the punching bag of Beverly Hills. Mama just wants to be on this show. She loves being famous. Even though she's not a top housewife, you don't understand. When folks have always felt like the loser or the outcast, the misfit, and they're finally have some power and some fame, even if they're still the loser on their show, they still feel like I'm above because I'm famous. She needs this. So despite the viewers not seeing it for her, despite Kyle, Dorit, Erica not seeing it for her, it doesn't matter because she's still famous. Do you get what I'm saying? I know if you have a healthy self-esteem, you can't fathom that. But for people who have low self-esteem, they don't see it that way. And it's very sad. Okay, you're a therapist. You 100% agree. Okay, so honey, if I have therapists in here saying that I'm on point, then okay, I appreciate you. Thank you. So listen, y'all. Yes, Garcelle made that lady tolerable, relevant. Sutton should have run after Garcelle and begged for forgiveness. I agree. So listen, y'all. Yes, any fame is good fame to some of these people. Exactly. They just listen, y'all. The self-esteem is nowhere to be found. I don't know if I would even call housewives famous like they were back in the day. Listen, it might not be A-list fame, but it's something. You still get written up in Page 6. You still have your photo still on Getty Images. You're still invited to premieres. You're still written up in People Magazine, In Touch Weekly. You get what I'm saying? It's not about the level of fame. They're just happy to have some piece of fame. Yes, Sutton got a taste of fame because of her proximity to Garcelle, and she was mistaken. People like Sutton, yes. I think that Sutton miscalculated the fact that we only saw it for her due to Garcelle. And she's getting a rude awakening that the viewers don't see it for her at all. When she has to stand on her own 2 feet, it's like, girl, you really are a non-factor. It's very sad. Yes, fame is currency. It is. Those are hard to walk away from once you've had them. It's true. Yes, it's attention, relevance, cultural presence. Yes, the dopamine hit for being talked about, defended, debated. That's real. It's true. That's true. But yes, honey, fame is still fame, honey. Exactly. Brooke, you already think Sutton is working for free. She's barely featured in the whole private jet trip. I think she funded herself. Yes, the private jet, she did pay for that out of her pocket. That they'll all tell you that when it comes to private jets on the trips, they pay for that out of their own pocket. Bravo does not pay for private jets. They'll pay for first class, they'll pay for Delta One, business class, but they won't pay for a private jet. This is what therapists mean when they say heal your inner child. That person wouldn't be able to fathom the other things people do for fame. Garcelle was fancy before all this mess. She had pedigree and a career. Sutton could never. Yeah. Can you imagine getting $300,000 a month and still be sad and miserable? I can't imagine it. If you already have low self-esteem and you're not happy with who you are, it's not going to change anything. I mean, yeah, you're able, it's an easier life and you don't have to worry about bills, which is great. Let's not act like money doesn't help things, right? Like it absolutely does. You can do what you want, move freely in this world. So she's not suffering, but she is going through it on the inside because she has a lot of issues on the inside. You said, I know we're making jest of Sutton's desperation, but it's so sad how much money can't pay for self-respect. It's very sad. It's really something that Sutton's mother is a therapist. It makes you wonder. Well, that doesn't make you wonder. We saw how Sutton's mother was. No affection, never told Sutton that she loved her, never hugged her or kissed her, gave her a pat on the back, said that she was proud of her. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize why Sutton's all messed up. It doesn't make me wonder. I'm not surprised at all. When I saw Sutton's mom last season, I said, oh, it checks, it clicks. No wonder why she has such low self-esteem. You have a parent, your parents don't tell you, your mom doesn't say that she loves you. That's a problem. Of course, you're going to grow up with all these issues. I will stand on the hill of being affectionate with your kids is very important, period. And folks can fight me. I don't care. But yeah, being affectionate with your children is I don't have kids, but I'm just saying it's very important. It is. Let me just leave that alone, child. The woman is in her 50s and she's still looking for approval. It's crazy. I pray for Sutton. She's too old not to love herself. I agree. Sutton's mom probably hugged her after she turned on Avi and Garcelle. Lord. Okay. Childhood trauma does a number on adults. Yes. Child. I bet Muzzy was a therapist or something as well. I don't think, did she say did Bronwyn say what her mom did for a living? Was her mom a stay-at-home mom or did she have a job? Yes. It does affect kids. Yes, they are. Hugs and kisses are paramount for kids. They are. I don't think Muzzy worked. Yeah, I didn't think she worked. I thought she was a stay-at-home mom. Human touch is important, especially from your parents. It is. If she did, I don't know. I don't think they said. Muzzy was in that house for sure. It seems to be a theme. Muzzy worked for the church, I want to say. If she did, I don't remember. What these women need is therapy. They don't need the spotlight. The fame is not a replacement for self-respect and being able to love yourself. You're right, but they're not going to listen to that. You know, they're going to get therapy until when the show is officially over. I think that we're going to see a lot of people having breakdowns when Housewives finally ends. Like when Housewives finally comes to an end, I give Housewives like another 5 years. Another 10 years max. But when Housewives finally comes to an end, we're going to see a lot of them just crashing out. And I worry for them already because it's sad. Yeah, it is. It is. Child, they ain't never seen a therapist. Jill needs therapy before squandering her second chance again. Oh, no. Jesus, y'all have me screaming. Therapy doesn't pay like Bravo does. That's very true. Some women see their daughters as competition. Oh my gosh. Not she was a bus driver. That makes me wonder how she really feels about Jennifer Tilly. Because if she's so desperate for fame, does she envy her friends with a certain level of fame? I'm sure she does. I'm sure that's why she speaks to Jennifer Tilly the way she does. Because it's due to jealousy and envy for how Jennifer Tilly is an Oscar-winning actress. I mean, Jennifer Tilly is real famous. Okay, that's A-list famous. Jennifer Tilly does not need this show for any social currency, for any clout. She doesn't need it for the money. She is fabulously wealthy. She has gorgeous pieces. Mama looks good in her clothes. I'm gonna just leave that there. But Jennifer Tilly loves herself. She's just a very whimsical, a very lovely woman, and it radiates from her. And Sutton doesn't have that. Jennifer Tilly has a panache and a style and a swag and a coolness about her that Sutton doesn't possess. And I'm sure that there is an envy there that Jennifer Tilly is naturally cool and she loves who she is. And there's a natural magnetism and appeal. And Sutton has none of that. All Sutton has is money. And it's no shade, but all she has is money. And I think that's the real reason why she speaks to Jennifer Tilly as poorly as she does. And Jennifer Tilly, I told you this in the last recap, I need you to stand up. Do not let Sutton Stracke or Sutton Brown talk to you any sort of way. Yes, Jennifer Tilly is worldwide. Exactly. Jennifer is another one who really needs to step into her power and stop allowing Sutton to dim her light. Exactly. Yes, you can't pay for that charisma. You either have it or you don't. Yes, you can't buy that. You can't buy coolness. You can't. You can't. Yes, she's always been that girl. Jennifer Tilly is likable. She is. I think Sutton is miserable on the inside. Oh, absolutely. Listen. Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of them don't take therapy seriously. Look at Tamara because she's still on her same BS. I agree. Tilly doesn't like confrontation. Oh, listen, okay? Listen. Sutton, I would have had Sutton crying off the damn show. The way she snaps at Jennifer Tilly, I can't stand it. You said Sutton came on the show as a fashion darling. What happened? Well, I guess her desperation came out, honey. Because when she first came on the show, she was a friend of. We didn't know that much about Sutton when she first came on. Because as a friend of, you can just coast and we don't really know all your business. We don't really know your true self. Okay? I wasn't really feeling Sutton when she first came on as a friend of. I thought she was annoying then too. I thought she was trying way too hard. Yes, desperation. It rots from the soul inside out. Yes. You said what fashion? Well, remember, she was best friends with Dolce & Gabbana. And remember how Lisa Rinna brought her on the show as her friend. And Lisa Rinna was like, oh my gosh, Sutton Stracke, Dolce & Gabbana are her best friends. And, she spends so much money with them. They give her a diamond crown every year. So she was supposedly the Dolce & Gabbana queen. Yeah, Sutton has been annoying since day one. Her time is up. Sutton looks like she was goofy. Child, y'all have me screaming. Junior Musa, oh my gosh, your comment. You have me in tears right now. She still gets the tiaras on her birthday. But we weren't gagging. Even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You had no idea that Rinna brought Sutton on. Yep, it was Rinna. That's why it's so funny that Rinna ended up turning on her, because when she first came on the show, Sutton was Rinna's BFF. They were like this. So, yep, Garcelle made her cool, and Sutton and Diana made people root for Sutton. Yep. Her in that cat sweater, shaking my head. They used Sutton to replace LVP and it failed. Yes. Teddy was a non-event to me, honey. Who didn't Rinna turn on? Yeah, I know. Yep, that was, she came on under Rinna. It never gave fashion, it gave homely. Listen. Honey, Sutton has always given me Boca, eating dinner at 4:30, 5 p.m., the early bird special. And she plays bridge at 6:30, and she's in bed by 8. She always gave that. It always gave grandma. Always. They're all giving sex pot. You have Erica, because one thing about it, Erica will dress down. I mean, Erica will try my patience. I hate the way she talked to Garcelle, but I can always give the girls their due. Erica will always give you body and a beat face, a sexy outfit. She'll give you latex, honey. Latex, a 6-inch heel, stiletto. And you have Sutton maybe in a kitten heel. flats with khakis. One of these things is not like the other. You know, it's just very much. Yeah, Erica can turn a look, honey. Erica, yeah, she definitely gives you Palm Beach, Boca Raton for sure. She's following the Reba schedule. Sutton is always ready to walk around. When Giselle said, okay, Karen, you're ready to walk around. And she says, Karen had her CVS shoes. Yes, honey, Sutton's giving flip-flops. Sutton gives PTA, yes. Honey, that outfit that she wore for Magic Mike, I said, my God. My God. I love Rena, but didn't she do the same thing with Garcelle and Denise? Yes, bring a friend on the show just to turn on them. Yeah, that's her pattern. Sutton, Garcelle, and Denise Richards. She does the same thing to everybody. She gives very much Old Maiden type of shoes. Oh, Queen Link. Listen, just move on to the next thing, Claudia. You have me screaming. I forgot all about that when they went to St. Lucia on Bose's trip. Now, hold on. The mid-season trailer, Bose is hosting this trip for this season too. So I said, okay, Bose is getting 2 cast trips now because we're going to see them in Italy all because of Bose. Rena is one of the ultimate villains. Child, y'all have me. You saw that? You saw that? Okay, right? The comment has me in tears. The comment has me in tears. Okay, I'm screaming. And you know I couldn't highlight that because they're going to come for me. You're going to get me in trouble, friend. You're going to get me in trouble, friend. I'm screaming. Yes, Bose has a nice coin. Now, y'all, I do want to get into Miss Karen Huger, right? So y'all know that the interview, the one-on-one interview between her and Andy came out last Sunday. I did my recap, which I could barely get through. Y'all were fighting in the chat. A lot of y'all felt that Karen took no accountability. A lot of us went back and forth about that. But Karen Huger was today's guest on Sherri Shepherd's show. And I do have a clip of the conversation. And Miss Karen got a bit testy with Miss Sherri Shepherd at one point. And Sherri was just kind of like, girl, I'm just asking you a question. I said, Karen is still very defensive regarding her time in jail. Okay. All right. But I'm going to play y'all the clip and I'll be right back. Okay. So I'm going to play it for you right now.
No one should drink and drive. I was wrong. Okay. Absolutely dead wrong. I'm so grateful no one was killed. No other person was hurt.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to be alive. I could have died. There's so many gratitudes, but yeah, the reality of being inside is your liberties are gone. It's a humbling experience.
Yeah.
But it's an empowering experience if you don't fight it. If you take it for what it's supposed to be, which is to better you and to continue on my healing of addiction. That was really important. I couldn't understand. The timing was just surreal. I'm coming out of treatment where I think I'm healed. Mm-hmm. And I continue treatment inside.
So you got treatment inside?
I did. When I say I was teaching the classes, that was treatment. I was also learning. I taught NA and AA.
And not only, and so I want to say this, Karen, I'm a fan. But how were you teaching the class when you were in jail?
Only a person, I'm sorry for cutting across you, but only a person who has experienced what I experienced can teach it. Mm-hmm. You can have an opinion about it, but you really don't know what I went through. And so you really don't know why I felt compelled to lend myself to, and I say there's a lot of younger women in the county jail with me, because if I could stop one from coming back through that door, I've done my job. And no, I am a mama bird. So that didn't change. You know, it just brought it out more in me. So I am the best teacher because I have the experience. I have the degree in that.
So being in jail for the 6 months, I remember watching you on Andy Cohen. You're very open. You're very open about being in recovery and staying sober.
Yeah.
So now you got a lot of attention on you. The triggers that made you go to this alcohol to get in the car and drink and drive, like you said, somebody could have been killed.
Yeah.
You could have been killed. How are you handling that now?
Each day, one day at a time. You put one foot in front of the other. You don't look at it like a whole pie and try to put it in your mouth at once. I take it one day at a time. I'm not telling you that I don't feel it. I feel it. But I serve a mighty God. And so, yeah.
It's interesting you say that. You serve a mighty God. I feel the way I feel. But that never hit you before you stepped into the car all those other times.
You can't speak for me, though, Sherri.
I'm not speaking for you. I'm just asking.
It did hit me. It did hit me. But sometimes we run away from our reality, okay? And I was running. And that was my choice.
Right.
I heard. I just didn't listen. Okay. And I knew I was running out of energy. I had family that said, Karen, you need to take a break. Just take a break. And sometimes you don't take a break, somebody will take a break for you.
That is very true.
And that is what happened to me.
You know.
So as you guys can see from that 3-minute clip, that things got a bit testy between Sherri and Karen. We don't really ever see Sherri get annoyed. She's usually very even-keeled, very, pleasant, very sweet, right? And you could hear it, that tone in her voice, like, girl, I'm not speaking for you. Like, calm down, like, watch your tone, take that bass at your voice. Here's my thing. I think that Karen might not be ready for all these press runs if she's still going to be defensive. I mean, I was happy for her to say, listen, I was wrong for drinking and driving. That's a no-no. I take full ownership of that. That was stupid of me. I was happy that she acknowledged that was flat out stupid, right? But I think that Karen, maybe you should have waited to come on the show until after the reunion, because I still feel like you're like she's still kind of defensive. Her lying saying that she teaches AANA. Yeah, she's not ready at all. You said at all. She's experiencing PTSD, I'm sure. The more Karen talks, the more it's apparent she hasn't learned a thing. She has delusions of grandeur. I don't believe the thing she said, a master liar. Must have gotten that from Thomas Jefferson. Addiction is something. Karen is right. Sometimes it takes rock bottom to listen and make change. You said Wendy would have dragged Karen. She's wow. Oh, wow. Jesus. She's the best teacher now, though. I'm full after all that word salad. You have to get yourself straight before you teach wisdom. I think the press run is to counter the interview. Oh, that might make sense. She better hope them ladies don't truly give her hell. Karen low-key needs to take a season off before coming back. The only reason why I don't see that happening is because she is itching to be back on the show, and Bravo does know that she's a huge ratings boost. So I think that Karen and Bravo saw that her interview was the season high, the ratings high of the season, and they both are going to have her back for season 11, in my opinion. I'm happy she's admitting it was dumb and that she does have addiction issues, but she needs to focus on herself before teaching others, in my opinion. Unfortunately, she's probably telling the truth about teaching the classes in jail. Jails don't have the resources to support evidence-based substance abuse treatment. She's probably still going to drink it. Oh, wow. You think so? I think she'd be a fool. I think she would be a fool I think that, first of all, she knows that if this happens again, not only will she be out of Bravo, but there will be no more sympathy, no more compassion. It'll be F you for life. I really think that after all that she's gone through, she would not. I can't. I'm sorry. I have to disagree here because I just don't think that she would do that. I think that she will be in an Uber going forward if she wants to drink. I do think that she will have a drink, but I don't see her being so reckless to do this again, drink and drive. I think she is a fool, though, so yes. She can afford a driver. It'll be still by the time she comes back, she takes a break. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're right about that. They know that. Also, Wendy's case is dominating everything right now. So if Karen does take this season off, and then they're filming Wendy and Eddie, right? And if Wendy and Eddie go to jail, that will be the hottest ticket. That will be the hottest tea going around, right? So nobody's going to care if she comes back season 11 to talk about, to talk about the DUI. It'll be old news. And you're right. They know the ratings will be hot and a big increase if she comes back for this coming season. You're right. She would mess us up completely. Yeah, she would never get another chance. She knows that. She was even lucky to get a sit down with Andy. Karen will really have everybody against her. I agree. You said Karen is still on a loop, regurgitating her script from her sit down with Andy. Blue Eyes can drive her around. Yeah, hopefully she won't drive. Poor Ray, he's going to have to drive her everywhere. Well, they have money for a driver. She can get a driver, Uber. So, they get a chauffeur service. So I don't think that she's going to depend on Ray. You said so many can't afford the inpatient care she has access to. Ray got 1 foot out the door, and so does she. Right? It would be over for her. Ray won't be around for long. She's divorcing that man. Exactly. Ray is going to Florida, child. Karen likes playing the leader teacher role because it feeds her ego. She wouldn't have even acknowledged these things until she got locked up. Not interested in seeing Karen on the show. Karen still has to work on herself. She doesn't seem like she's changed with the arrogance. I hope they don't treat Karen like Tamara treated Shannon. She's definitely still drinking. Addiction doesn't end like that. Yeah, I don't think she'll make this mistake again. I don't think so. Also, hey, Johnny, how are you? When I tell you, Johnny, last Thursday, it was a week ago today, you made history in the live. You'll think we'll meet Blue Eyes soon. Maybe. If she does get the divorce, I'm sure we will meet Blue Eyes. We need to see Karen play this out next season. Let's see how that marriage goes. Let's see her go mentor the inmates. Can't wait. Why would she divorce? Right. He needs to divorce her. Got him digging in her purse in the middle of the night on the side of the road. I could see them getting divorced, filing for divorce. Maybe this upcoming season 11. I think she'll drink, but not while driving. Yeah, I think so too. I don't see her making this mistake again. I don't. Yes, honey, Thursdays are Johnny's day, honey. Yes, Johnny. Johnny, Thursday is your day. So if you watch the interview, remember where she said to Andy at the end that her and Ray sat down and spoke, and Ray told her, if for whatever reason you want to be free, I'll let you go. And she said that she's thinking about it. So pretty much alluding to she wants a divorce, and that, she said, I'm not the same person anymore. He has a brand new wife now, and we're working on our marriage day by day. But she said that, it's no hate. They've been married for 25 years, and it might be time to start a new chapter. I'm rooting for Karen and her family. I do see it happening again. I'm going to pray that that's not the case. I'm sorry. I think that this jail time, the embarrassment of it all, the craziness of it all, I don't see her making the same mistake. I don't. I really don't. After several DUIs, Ray's in his 80s. He's not going to fight her in a divorce. He'll just let her be. Exactly. Ray is 81 years old. Yeah, he's 81 years old. He doesn't have time. He's not going to drag this out. Yeah, I don't think she'll get behind the wheel again either. I don't. You said scared straight Potomac. You said 6 months wasn't long enough. Karen is arrogant, but she's not dumb enough to do that again. I agree. No, I think Karen is very embarrassed, especially since she would go so hard on other people about how they should be living and what they're doing. I believe she's very embarrassed. Without Karen, Ray will have less stress and live to be 105. Yeah, 18 years older than her. She's going to be 63 in May, and he's going to be 81 this year. She still doesn't sound logical or normal. She should be embarrassed. Yeah, that she's very embarrassed. That's why she's talking so fast and in circles. You said Karen is not remorseful, but is playing for the cameras. So it's really split in this chat. You guys are split down the middle. We have half of y'all feel like she won't do this again. She's learned her lesson. And the other half of y'all are like, no, she's going to do this again. So it's real split in here. It is real split. Karen's 62, turning 63 this year. The interview came way too soon. Per Wikipedia, Ray is 79. He will be 80 in October. Oh, okay. Well, I remember her saying that he was 18 years older. So now he's only 17 years older than her. Okay. So he's not even 80 yet. All this time I thought he was 18 years older. You said, I don't think she'll do it again, but if she does, I won't be surprised. You said, I love a redemption arc. I think that's why she also pushes the pill narrative so hard and shies away from the alcohol part. Recovery is a lifetime. You said, no, that's 18. No, it's only 17. Because if she's turning 63 this year and he's turning 80, then that is 17 years. 63, yeah, 63 and 7, yeah, 63 plus 17 is 80. So I guess I was off base by 1. You said if she's a true addict, the progress won't be linear, so the people saying she'll drink again aren't necessarily wrong. I think the fans are gassing her up. She either needs to quit drinking or quit driving for good. Oh, wow. They tell you in AA you don't blame your pills for your choices. Hey, Ari M. Thank you for the super chat. Loving this convo, and your look jewelry is perf. Thank you so much. Hey, Dark Child 99. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, do you believe these same sentiments apply with an equal or lesser degree to shows like Below Deck, where the show revolves around their occupation and not lifestyle? I think that they do apply because I think across the board, everybody on these shows loves the fame. So I think that whether it's Below Deck, Southern Charm, Summer House, that fame, I mean, at BravoCon, they are treated like rock stars. You would think that Beyonce was in the building the way they are treated at BravoCon. I think that this applies to all the shows. Even if it's not a Housewives show, I think that a lot of these people, 90% of the Bravo celebrities, get very big heads, and they're very addicted to the fame. So yeah, my sentiments do apply to all the shows, all of them. Think about Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. I know firsthand that a lot of them, they all got very big egos. You would have thought that they were one of the top shows on Bravo. You would have thought they were top billing. The way a lot of them, their egos just swelled up. Yeah, the fame really gets to people. It really changes their brain chemistry. And they really can't come back down to earth. So yeah, it does apply to the Below Deck people. It's not even about the nature of the show. It's about just being famous. So egos off of 150K live viewers is hilarious, child. Oh, gosh. I feel Karen is too serious and there's no feeling of remorse or any emotional remorse when she speaks about the topic. I mean, oh, another thing. I don't know if you saw, but a few months ago, there was, that trend on TikTok where it's like, it's so hard going from this to this, and it'll be somebody who's maybe famous or they were on their way to fame, and they lost it all, and now they're like, maybe working a regular job, something like that. Amir posted a post about it's so hard going from this, and you see him on the red carpet on the show, to like working a regular job, and the cameras are off of him. And so he wrote this long caption about how it's so tough when the show is about to blow up and take off, and how he was enjoying the fame and all the perks, and now being a regular person has been very hard for him. So yeah, the show, I mean, these shows, no matter Housewives, Married to Medicine, Summer House, Below Deck, Southern Charm, whatever the show is, Top Chef, these folks get so attached to this idea of fame that they feel like nobody, when the show gets canceled or they're no longer on the show. It's very sad. You said, I saw that, I blocked him after. You said, I saw his post, I was weak. Child, let me tell you something. In my opinion, I said, and I'm not trying to be mean, but it shouldn't be that devastating when the show only had 2 seasons. I could see you feeling this way if you were on a Housewives show or Southern Charm. I could see you feeling this way if you were on a top show. You were on a show that Bravo barely promoted, they didn't put any money into, and for you to feel this tremendous loss, it's like, whoa. But it goes to show you how people, their heads get swollen immediately. So yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, 2 seasons. 2 seasons. You said they start getting those gas cards from Bravo. Yes, it's true. They love the fame. So I'll tell you this. I won't say the person's name, but this was a few years ago. I was at a premiere party for one of the shows, and a cast member who had been let go was there. And we were talking about, oh, I can't believe you're not back on. And, I enjoyed you on the show when you were on. And they said, thank you, I appreciate it. And they revealed that when they got word that they would not be returning back to the show, they were devastated. And they even said, they admitted, I was shocked at the vulnerability and the honesty. And they admitted that they did get a big head, despite only being on the show for 1 season and the viewers not even remembering who they were. And I said, and they said to me, it really showed me how quickly you can just get such a big head. And this is all so fleeting. And they expressed embarrassment for getting a big ego and then being fired only after 1 season. So I'm just saying, y'all, yeah, it was a Bravo show. It was a Bravo show. This was a Bravo show. Yes, it was for a Bravo show. Yes. But, I was appreciative of the honesty, but it always stuck with me like, wow, that's actually really sad that you were only on the show for 1 season and you got a big head. Like, I don't understand that. I could understand you getting a big head if you've been on for several seasons, but only 1 season, you got, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it goes to show you that if you don't have a strong foundation mentally, this can really consume you and you can really just believe your own hype. There's nothing wrong with being confident. And yes, being famous is fun. The perks, it's cool, right? But to make it your whole identity and now you feel like nothing, that's very sad. It's very sad. Yeah, they got engaged. No, it wasn't a Real Housewives show. But it's very sad. You are so funny. It's very sad. It is an addiction. It is an addiction. I think that you just really have to, I think that you have to tell yourself, okay, I'm going to enjoy my time on the show. If I come back, great. If I don't, great. I'm still going to feel good about myself regardless. I don't know. Yeah, it is a dopamine rush. It's easy money and lots of attention. Yes, it's very true. It's very understandable. No, it wasn't NECA. It wasn't NECA. Yeah, you had to stay grounded. Yes. They derive all their self-worth by how popular they are. It's very true. You said the people from Love Island are still clinging to relevance and fame because they host clubs and events all the time, especially here in Florida. Yes, like life should go on. I think that for Martha's Vineyard, if they do come back, they're gonna need a different cast. There's no other way around that. There's no other way around it. OG Summerhouse never cared. Yes, they refused to have fun. Everybody was crying every single episode. That wasn't fun. And yes, Bravo did not invest in them at all, which is horrible, but they didn't do themselves any favors by crying, wailing, trying to ice certain people out, being mean to one person for no reason, the constant sobbing and sob stories and heart to hearts. We're not here for that. We're here to see y'all hook up, have a good time, throw some ass around, have a dance on tables. We want to see fun. But they didn't, it was just giving too much of a sob story. We don't want to see that. The vibes were off. The vibes were off. Yes, that's no, for real. That's all they did. Yes. We got tears and history lessons every episode. There was always an issue. There was always an issue. They were all competing for screen time. Yes. The cat. I'm screaming. It was always tears and whining. Yes. It was too much trauma dumping, lots of crying, and it was annoying. I want to see the fun. Leave the trauma dumping for a therapist. I agree. Yeah, it wasn't fun to watch at all. Yes, it was a chore. Yeah, that second season did bring out a lot of weird behavior. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I know exactly what you mean. But it's like, you can't focus on that. You know what I'm saying? You have to have fun. Either you're going to give your all for the show, or if you're going to hold back on TV, there's no point in going on. I don't know. They had a lot going on. They were too worried about being seen as, like y'all said, it was too much of, we're getting kind of kitchen table talky, so I'm gonna just be quiet. But yeah, it was too much about, they were too worried about how they were viewed. I don't know. Yes, we needed a single cast, a cast that wanted to have fun. Yes, thank you. Very much respectability politics. Yes, they were just too nervous about how they were perceived. But I think that another reason why, I think that it's just location. I've said this before. Martha's Vineyard is not like the Hamptons. The whole vibe is different. I think that also is a big reason why the show just did not do well. Martha's Vineyard does not have the nightlife like the Hamptons does. Hamptons has high-end shopping, nightlife, like, babe, I could give you a whole breakdown, right? Martha's Vineyard is really just like relax, rest, chill vibes. There's a handful of restaurants, 2 clubs. It's just not the same vibe. The Hamptons, you can eat at a new restaurant every day of the week, okay? You have clubs, it's a different vibe. You party, rest, repeat. The Martha's Vineyard is literally just rest. It's like it's just not the same vibe. And then on top of that, with the Hamptons, you can go and come and go as you please, right? You get there, take the LIE, the Long Island Expressway to get there. The Martha's Vineyard, it's a whole thing about you can fly in or you take the ferry to get there. Once you're there, you're there. You can't just leave. You can just get in your car and just leave. You got to take the ferry to leave. So I think location also played a part in it. It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. Yes, it's very family friendly, very relaxing. Yes, it's Black excellence on relaxed. Yes. Yes. You said they were boring, low key. Original Summer House becoming with the T. Okay. So I don't know. I just think that also played a part in why the show didn't hit the same as Original Summer House. So it wasn't meant for a reality show with 30-somethings. It's like the difference between Myrtle Beach and Outer Banks. Agree, give us some Black and Apple babes and nothing to lose. You said you live in Florida. Is Martha's Vineyard worth the trip for a single girl? I think you'll have a good time. I can't determine that. I don't know. You might go and have the time of your life, or you might go and not have a great time. But I will say though, if you're trying to secure a rental house, the time to do that was in November or December. Hopefully some hotels are still available. You could book a hotel. But that's up. I mean, I can't determine if that's a good trip for you as a single girl. I mean, you will have fun. It's safe. You'll have a good time, but I don't know what kind of vibe you want. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Yeah, it depends on your vibe. Because what one person loves, another person might not like. You said if I was there, I'd be zipping it and zooing it. Try Nantucket. It's beautiful. That's an island to spend the day. Oh yeah, right there. Nantucket, Cape Cod. I tried to support, but it was really hard to watch most of the time, especially season 2. Yes. Season 1 was solid, but season 2 went off the rails when it became dominated by Jordan and Summer's nonsense and Shanice's nonsense. It went off the rails. Jordan's attitude was so nasty. The way she spoke to people, her tone, just rude, just very nasty. And nobody ever checked her on it. Nobody wants to watch that. Shanice was horrible. Summer was also horrible. Summer was violent. The crash outs, the yelling, the crying, wanting to fight. Who wants to see that? You're accusing one cast member, making you feel uncomfortable. We don't want to see that. And then for you to blame everything under the sun for why the show tanked. No, let's take some accountability here. It tanked because the vibe was off. It was terrible. Yes, exactly. So you said, yeah, go to Miami. Can never go wrong. Okay. Shanice struggling to pay her bills, but bragging about dating ballers and sending nudes for free. Exactly. It wasn't a good time. It wasn't. And old boy was doing a number on. Yeah. Phil. He was only there for one episode. He was supposed to be a cast member, which is so embarrassing for himself. That will always live on, that he did that in season 1 and got kicked out the house. And people always remember him for doing that. Just horrible. Hey, C Diggy One. Hey, Chris. Also, too many people were in relationships. Yes. That also killed the vibes. You had people with hidden girlfriends, secret boyfriends. Nobody wanted to flirt and mix and mingle. It was just like, what are we here for? They talked big talk to be so boring. Yes, they did. No, for real. Oh no. Oh my gosh, you better stop it. I am screaming. The girls were a mess. Yes. It was a lot. The loss of a job. Yes. The shame for not having designer clothes. Yeah. I'll have the alopecia. Yes. I remember that. Yes. It was just, I mean, they were trauma dumping every single episode. I said, what kind of vacation is this? Every single episode, Summer bringing up trying to find her dad. Then she's mad about this. Jordan's bringing up her childhood trauma, mad, screaming at the table, storming off every chance, ruining the dinners that they would go when they went out to eat, ruined the whole vibe of the. It was like, how do we get here? How do we go from having fun to talking about sad stuff? Yes, honey, it was a sad story after sad story. Yes, they should have been tossing and turning in their beds and not with their moods, okay? Child, yes, then, yep, Honey, Bria's inappropriate boyfriend. This sounds messy. Yeah, it was 2 seasons. You said I love dogs, but not on a trip, okay? You would have thought Yana was the executive producer. Oh, goodness. It was sob story after sob story. I wanted to leave the island. I wasn't even there. Where is the fun, honey? The moment we got some fun, Bravo ended the episode. I was so mad. In the words of Kyle, summer should be fun. Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't say all that. I would just leave it at, I would have ended the sentence after the parentheses. Because you have folks crying about not having any. So, it was just a mess. It would be about a good 85%. I would bring Noelle back for sure. I think Noelle, and then maybe center it around her, I guess. That's a tough question. I think that the vast majority, the vibe just wasn't there. And it wasn't fun to see them ice out Jasmine. We still don't know the reason why they iced her out. It's just like, I don't know. Honestly, I kind of feel like sometimes it's best to just leave it alone. It was funny. I was at a Bravo event a few months ago, and I told you guys this in a past live, that somebody in the crowd asked, what are the plans for Martha's Vineyard? And they were just like, yeah, you can catch Summer House Martha's Vineyard on Peacock, seasons 1 and 2. Next question. So that was their way of saying, please stop asking about Martha's Vineyard. Like, it's not coming back. So I said, woo. I said, my God. Yes, honey, leave well enough alone, honey. Leave well enough alone. The show failed because the cast wasn't a reflection of the location at all. It just didn't make any sense. I think that's the biggest thing. I think if they were to bring a Black Summer House back, I think it would be best for them to try a different location. I think that's a key ingredient here. I think relocate them. Maybe let's not do Martha's Vineyard. Let's do somewhere else, in my opinion, because the vibe of Martha's Vineyard is just not the same as the Hamptons. We don't want it back. Just let it go. That was a way of saying, yep, on to the next thing, Claudia, okay? Yes, exactly. No, for real. It's very true. And remember when I said that on Twitter? And let's not, child. They need to do Miami. In my opinion, that's what killed it. They needed places to go and people to interact with. Yes. No, not Atlantic City, child. I'm screaming. That's what killed it, in my opinion. They needed places to. Okay, I just read yours. Okay, Noelle. So we're on the same page. Yeah, Noelle was like, yeah, Noelle was with it. Noelle had the right vibe. Bring the New Orleans show back, and we would be good. We need fine, employed rich men too. Okay, the ratings were terrible. The season 1 ratings were solid. Season 2 ratings were horrible. They weren't even seeing 300,000. They were seeing 205. Yeah, they were the same ratings as Dubai. No. I think the only people that watched were in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, the honey, that reunion only being one part in the clubhouse. Andy did not care at all. It was like, okay, here you go. Damn, stop begging. That reunion was so slapped together. It gave very much, here are the crumbs, and y'all better be happy with that. I was like, damn, y'all didn't even give them 2 parts. Abysmal. Chat with Amir's little girlfriend. Not only us in the chat. No, I mean, honestly though, because everybody who watched the show watched me and Kempire's reviews and Alexander Rogers' reviews. We were like the only 3 reviewing the show. Nobody was reviewing the show. Do we still know about Chicago? Is it happening? Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard anything more about Chicago. I think summer in DC would work. A lot of Black millennial professionals are there. Maybe a DC summer house. Yeah, that could work. Your question was the best part of the reunion. I checked out by the 3rd episode because of Simon. Yeah, it was only one part. And then it was announced that it was canceled or put on pause 2 days after. You said you remember us slick begging us to watch it in the name of Black solidarity. I knew it was getting canceled then. Damn. I remember Brooke's question at the reunion about the Zara blouse. No, I remember, Chris, you tried. You gave it the old college try. You recapped like 2 episodes before. You said, I just can't do it. Something in Houston. I think a DC Blood, Sweat, and Heels would have been awesome. Oh, so they were actually going to do a Blood, Sweat, and Heels DC, and Ashley Darby was going to be on that show originally, and then they scrapped the show, and that's why she's on Potomac. Yeah, a fun fact. There was supposed to be a Blood, Sweat, and Heels DC in 2016, and Ashley was supposed to be like she was going to be one of the main cast members. You got a speeding ticket for $500 in DC? I'm so sorry to hear that. And DC has those speeding cameras everywhere. You have to literally drive the speed limit, because I mean, they don't play. I'm sorry to hear that. Whoever made the decision can go to hell. They could do a summer house in Chicago, but not Real Housewives. It's too segregated here. Ashley Darby has no career. What were they going to shoot? Failure? Oh, wow. No wonder Ashley's holding on to this show for dear life. Yeah, that was a show that Melissa Ford was on. Yeah, those DC cameras are no joke, honey. Camera on every corner. Yeah, y'all don't play about that speed. You said minus Ashley at Blood, Sweat, and Heels DC would have been good. Ciao. You said, damn, I wish there was one, because now we're stuck with her in Potomac. Summer House, Lake Tahoe. Oh, Lake Tahoe is a very popular place. Maybe Summer House Aspen. Maybe, right? I don't know, like a mixed cast. Summer House Aspen. Bravo, if you're watching, maybe that would be cute. That could be really cute, actually. Right? I don't know. Something. But if you guys do another Summer House spinoff, please let it be a mixed cast. Let there be some diversity, please. Let there be at least 4. Okay? You said Lake Tahoe is wild. Aspen would be cool. Summer House San Diego. Where did they go for Winter House? Oh, I don't even remember where they went for Winter House. Winter House Aspen would be a vibe. Summer House Austin, Texas would be good. Lots of partying there. And that's where Amir lives. He's in Austin. So if they did do a Summer House Austin, Texas, he'd probably be signing up. You said you'd rather go to Baltimore instead. Yeah, New York is getting like that with the cameras too. You said I'm on the fence. I'm born and raised in Chicago. I can't see Summer House and Real Housewives working here. Not Summer House Chicago. No, I think a Real Housewives, yes. But I want it to be in the city, though. I don't want to see Winnetka, or Evanston, or I want to see. I don't want to see, Oak Brook. I want to see Lincoln Park. Okay, South Loop, West Loop. Give me the city. I don't want to see the suburbs. We don't want a mere child. Winter House was in Colorado. Oh, okay. It was in Vermont. Vermont. Thank you. Oh, yes, the Pendry in Baltimore is gorgeous. And you'll also have the Four Seasons too. Yes. Okay, Grant Park. I want the city. Yes, it should be the Gold Coast if they're going to do Chicago Housewives. Yes, I agree. Yeah, River North. Give me Lakeview, Streeterville. But yeah, I don't want to see North Shore suburb. I don't want to see Skokie. I don't want to see North Shore suburbs. Yeah, I want River North, honey. Give me River North. Amir would pop up because Andy likes him. Yeah. Oak Brook, Naperville, Bolingbrook. I don't want to see that. I want to see the city. Oh my gosh, y'all have me screaming. I'm ready to hear it. Wait, Chris, what is Chris saying? Chris, what did you say? What I have to say about... Oh, it's kitchen table talk. Yeah, no, I know it is. I know. Yeah, Downers Grove. Yeah. Yeah, we want city life, honey. We want city life. They can have where Angel lives. That's the least Bravo can do. Yes, I want to see shopping on the Magnificent Mile. Same here. I do too. Yeah. I want to see Michigan Avenue. I want to see Rush Street. What? Like, I don't, give me Michigan and Oak, respectfully. I don't want to see the burbs. Yeah, not the heifers of Hinsdale. Yes, we see each other. Okay. Give me 95th and Dan Ryan. Okay. I'm joking. Let me stop. Yeah, not Maywood. Yes. We see each other. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Yes, honey, we see each other. The way State Street shops have been abandoned won't be much shopping. Yeah. Oh, the streets are gone. The shopping's gone on State Street. Well, we still got Michigan Avenue, child. You still got Michigan Avenue. Yeah, I don't want to see Joliet. So, oh yeah, you have to go to Chicago. Chicago's beautiful. Especially in the summertime. I want to see give me Upper and Lower Wacker Drive, okay? I want to see the city. Wow, the storefronts are empty on State. Oh, I'm sorry. That's really upsetting to hear. That's really upsetting to hear. I never thought I would see the day. Yes, I want to see the Housewives navigate Lower Wacker, okay? I want the show, Issa Rae's show, Sweet Life. Oh yeah, Sweet Life. Supposedly it's coming back, but it's coming back to OWN Network. Now, I don't know how that's going to work being on OWN, but I guess, honey. They can have vacation home on the lake and film during boat week in the summer. That's a vibe. Yeah, oh, I love Chicago. You're not alone. We don't want Amir on our screens either. They ran the reruns. Oh, they ran the reruns on OWN. Ew. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, that's my thing. The budget on OWN is low. So I mean, does anybody even, do y'all still care to see The Sweet Life? I think Bravo needs something like that. Love and Hip Hop Maywood. Yeah, Chicago's stunning. But yeah, OWN network, OWN doesn't pay their people at all, honey. So, you know, good luck with trying to get on OWN and think you're gonna make a coin. You said, Brooke, you don't want to see Housewives of the Bronx or Brooklyn. I mean, maybe if you're going to do the Bronx, Riverdale, or Brooklyn, Park Slope, or Dumbo, you know, very wealthy, the wealthy areas. I really enjoyed Sweet Life. I watched another season or two. I'd watch Sweet Life. Brooke, would you consider doing a video on the best cities to visit and travel for Black women? What city you like best? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. 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 like I told y'all yesterday when y'all asked, well, I don't know who it was who asked if I would do a music live, and I was just like, no. I don't know. Oh my. I don't know. You know, Brooklyn has a lot of fabulous neighborhoods. There's a lot of wealth in Brooklyn. No, Zach and Cody. EJ Johnson could be on. Is he still on in New York? You're talking about Magic Johnson, right? EJ, when he was EJ was on Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. I remember EJ had that spinoff show with it was EJ and his sister Elisa. That show was actually pretty good. I was like, okay, but like nobody was watching it. But I remember I watched those 6 episodes, and Elisa was dating that bum who was using her for her money. A mess. She was paying his way. I was like, Elisa, girl, what are we doing? A mess. Oh, yeah, yes, honey. Yes. And then folks say that, and then they won't even watch the live. The live will have 2 views. So, honey, we are here for the pop culture of it all. I'm screaming. Yes, EJNYC. Yes. It was good. Child, I remember that show. Well, she's not with him anymore, but I remember on the show she was with him, and he was clearly using her. A mess. And then there was something because EJ and her were arguing because the guy hooked up with both of them in Saint-Tropez. Because they met him in Saint-Tropez. Remember, for all y'all who watched, remember that? So yeah, I remember that show was something. Yes, okay, you remember that? And so EJ felt away like, how can you do that? How can you date this guy who hooked up with me first? Yeah, they were beefing about that. I remember that. So yes, I remember that. Yeah. Child. Yup, if you watched EJNYC, then you remember that was a major storyline. EJ and Elisa had they were at odds because her boyfriend had hooked up with EJ, and EJ was upset about it. That turned me off so bad. Siblings beefing over a brokey. That's so nasty. I totally forgot. Couldn't choose between siblings is crazy. It was messy, but like it was I feel like it was ahead of its time. The show debuted right after the ending of The Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. So I think that people just didn't really care that much after the Rich Kids of Beverly Hills ended. And yeah, like the show only got maybe like 50,000 viewers. It was on E, and yeah, the show didn't get a fighting chance. But yeah, it was like LL Cool J's daughter was in it because she's best friends with Elisa. It was a good messy cast. And then EJ had a best friend who was clearly a social climber, and then EJ had another friend who was also a social climber. It was a mess. It was a cast of characters. Yeah, no, that was such a good show. Oh, y'all said, do you think Bose? I saw one of y'all saying that. Do you think Bose would let Layel be on Next Gen? I don't think. Well, I mean, I think that Layel she's what, 18, and she's going to college. So I don't know. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if she would want to do that while she's in college. I feel like Bose probably wouldn't mind her daughter being on TV. E was a dying network even back then. The shade. Oh, she's 16. Okay. Yes, Morgan is married to Dr. Phil's son now. Yep. Because she divorced Brendan, the real estate agent. Do I plan on reviewing Next Gen NYC season 2? I might. I think I might. I think that season 1, yeah, I was surprised by how much I liked the first season 2. It was good. That is definitely a breath of fresh air. Like the energy, the vibes, the storylines. I said, okay, like Next Gen NYC, they did their big one. Yes, I loved EJNYC. It was so good. Yep, Elisa was really funny as well. She was. LL Cool J and his family are really nice. He used to visit my grandmother's church. Oh, that's good to know. That's really nice to know. Yes, EJ is very fashionable. I'd rather see the Simmons girls on Next Gen LA. Angela and Vanessa? Is that no? I'm sorry, Chris. No thanks. Neither one of them have TV personalities. I'll just say that. Everybody doesn't have the personality for television, in my opinion. I feel like when they were on the growing up hip hop show, they were boring. Yeah, I don't want to see either one of them on Next Gen. Wait, are you talking about? Are you talking about? Kimura's girls. Me? Okay. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Sorry, I was like, wait, Angela and Vanessa. Okay, yes. Okay, they would be a good fit. They would be a good fit for the show. Okay, y'all said Russell's kids, Brooke. Okay, I was like, wait, Vanessa and Angela. Yes, you said they're too old now. Been there, done that. Kimura is across the street. Y'all have me screaming. I think Next Gen NYC might be the new direction of Bravo shows. Yeah, I think so too. Because I know Heather Dubrow said that her son was tapped for the Next Gen LA, and Cynthia said that her daughter Noelle was also tapped for Next Gen LA too. So who knows who will be on the show? Live from Bali. It could be like Baldwin Hills, the Cheryl Lee Ralph's kids. They're very boring. I'm looking forward to the New York City Summer House spinoff. Oh yeah, with Amanda, Lindsay, and is Sierra going to be in it too? Rumor has it that Kyle's daughter, Heather's son, and Camille's daughter will be doing it. Oh, okay. Wait, which one of Kyle's daughters? The one who just got married, or no, not Portia. Portia? Or is it going to be like the one who's the second oldest, Sophia? Aoki and Ming would be hilarious, and Aoki can read. And on their show, on the reboot of Kimura's show, they have a lot going on. The one that graduated from college. Sophia. Oh, okay. Camille, I don't want to see Camille's kids or Kyle's kids. I keep forgetting that Camille and Kelsey Grammer have kids together. They're not really in the spotlight. The reboot was so good. Aoki's not leaving Bali though. Oh, so she's there right now. So she's really living with Russell? Why did she want to move to Bali weren't they beefing? Wasn't she calling him out for being a deadbeat father? You didn't enjoy Farrah on Selling Beverly Hills. I bet Rinna will try to get her girls on there. I could see that. Oh, wow, she's there right now. Aoki is the one. She doesn't live with her dad at all. Oh, so she's living in Bali, but just not with her dad. Okay. Not with her dad. Okay. I wonder if she sees him, though, since Aoki travels in backpacks. I feel like Rinna's girls are too old. Ming called Russell out. Aoki supported her, but I think Ming has the real beef. She went back to Bali. She never confirmed that she's living with her dad, though. She said she's been discovering herself. Oh, she did move there. She said she feels free being there, not judged. These housewives are going to try to live vicariously through their kids. One of Rinna's girls is a full-blown model now. Yeah, Amelia, right? Is it Amelia or Delilah? I don't think she'll be on it. Kyle's daughters are a boring watch. I haven't seen Kelsey Grammer for decades, since Frasier days. She's not with the old man anymore. I think she's just a free spirit. Amelia is the model. Okay, thank you. Well, we about to be getting out off soon, child. So we about to be closing up shop soon. Rinna stay trying to force Amelia Gray on the world. Aoki gives free spirit. Do you think Rinna will be back next season and maybe fire Sutton? Oh, I definitely think that Sutton is going to be gone. Rinna coming back, it wouldn't surprise me, especially since she's had such a favorable reaction on Traitors. So I think that I wouldn't be surprised if they did bring Rinna back. I just know Heather from SLC is going to push at least one of her kids on Next Gen LA. Oh, yeah, because one of her daughters is in California for college, too, the oldest one. Beverly Hills has run its course. Yes, honey, God is good. God is so good. Jameer and Ayana are on easy street, honey, because, baby, yesterday was craziness. I mean, both lives. Don't bring Rinna back. I enjoyed her on Traitors, but not Beverly Hills. I don't want Rinna back. I hate how fast people forget the past. She was unwatchable in Housewives. I agree. Oh, gosh, please don't bring Rinna back. Beverly Hills needs to be on pause. I'm with whoever said bring back Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. Yeah, that is a show that should come back. And bring it to Bravo. Honey. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, yeah, don't even speak it, y'all. Don't even speak it. I was there when Rinna got booed at BravoCon. It's crazy how the fans switch up. Yeah, I mean, again, people have short memories. People have very short memories when it comes to certain people, especially certain housewives. She can stay gone. No, because they came back in the second live after. So, and then one of them brought up something that didn't even make any sense. So, yeah. I guess they don't like when we joke about Iyanla and a warrior was popped out at the beginning of the second live. So, yeah. So it was a mix of racist trolls and just trolls and just regular trolls. So I still don't want her back. I liked her on Traitors, but that's it for me. Same. Beverly Hills just got 800,000 live ratings. Let's not get crazy. It's still my show. Brooke had me screaming with her reads, though. Nearly fell off my chair. Yes, honey. Worried about the wrong things, honey. It's time for a major shakeup on Beverly Hills. I agree. She can come back to wax Sutton and then go. Yes, honey. They were out. They came out. They came out in the first 8 minutes of. They came out before the other one came out with his third burner account. Yeah. Yeah, Troll Patrol was out, honey. Trollapalooza, I'm screaming. Y'all don't talk about them. Don't even bring that energy back in. Okay? Don't even bring that energy back in. I will die on that Beverly Hill. I'm screaming. Yeah, the bus drivers are on break and have time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all, don't even bring them up. They want the attention. Don't bring them up. Erica can go, Kyle can go, Sutton can go. Dorit, adios to you and your fake accent. We are tired. They can bring Rinna back on probationary period, friend of status, to see if she acts right. Oh my gosh, she was on the Breakfast Club. Are you serious? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, so now she really thinks that she's a celebrity now. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. Oh God, why'd you tell me that? So she definitely thinks that she's a celebrity now. This is so sad. But do you see how jealousy and envy are truly evil and demonic? This girl has been jealous of her sister since forever. And the fact that she did all this last week for some fame and some money, and now look at her. I'm sure she feels so pleased with herself. And the sad part is, I won't be surprised if she's on Baddies next. It's so sad. Yes, the Breakfast Club does love mess. You're right. She really wants to be her sister Bailey. Exactly. Oh, it's pure envy. I'm so upset. Didn't we show you the prices yesterday? Brooke said she said her net worth is going to be $1 million in 5 months. I hate it for Glow. Folks are platforming her abuser for laughs. It's nasty work. Honey. No, it is. No, listen, honey, it's biblical. You better tell the truth. Tell the folks in this chat. Jealousy is crueler than the grave, honey. It's nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. Her prices are going up now, $28,000. She was hollering about why they didn't have breakfast. Get a job. Her 5 minutes will be up soon, hopefully. This is so sad. Zeus is definitely in her future. She'll be on. They'll make anyone famous, a roach eater and all. God. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. It's a sin, honey. It's a sin. Get Glorilla off my screen. She's going to be on Sherri next week. It is a sin. It's evil. Get a dose of the Holy Ghost fire. This is why Brooke always says, don't date a jealous man. Don't be around jealous people. Don't have jealous friends around you. Do not be around. Listen, y'all, if you sense that somebody's jealous of you, you got to cut them off. Stop worrying about people being upset with you. If you sense the tiniest inkling of jealousy, it's time to disconnect and end that friendship. Yes, I've already discussed Karen. Yeah, isn't that horrible? She said she's willing to air out the family drama for $12,500. Pathetic. No, it can. It will cost you your life. It's true. Yeah, you have to. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. It's an evil spirit. They'll get her together on Baddies. I can hear it now. You said they're gonna call her roach eating. She wasn't in the studio. They were just discussing her. Oh, okay. But even still, that's still too much. I don't even want people discussing her. So I'm hearing that Love is Blind is already on some mess. That show irks me so badly. I can't. I stopped watching after season 4. I just can't watch it anymore. She's going to come out and say we're hating on her. Hating on what? Hating on this? Not rocharoni and cheese. Natalie Nunn is already in the DM. She's going to send them an invoice. Love is Blind is Iyanla's wet dream. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, 2 Black women left a dusty man without getting traumatized on Love is Blind. Okay. Child. I can definitely see her on Baddies. I'm so tired of that show. Same here. I can't watch Love is Blind or Love Island, just not for me. The problem is with our society is that they love to platform garbage behavior, but scream there's no positivity when they control that. Exactly. They never do the Black girls right. A mess. Yeah, I saw that. He's going to be on Telemundo, Kenny. From Love Island. I saw that. A mess. He was dusty looking for a wife when he should be looking for the money. None of the men on these shows are. 1% of those men are looking for love on these shows. They're there for clout, get an Instagram following, get some endorsements, get some brand deals, and be socialites. That's what they're trying to be. No, the show is on. The show is going to be on the new show that he's going to be on is on Telemundo. I saw. He's going to be the Dominican version of Big Brother. Okay, thank you. I knew I wasn't going crazy. Oh, child, we talked about everything. We're at the tail end now, but we talked about Ashley's interview, her speaking on Candiace, Karen's interview with Sherri Shepherd earlier today. Some Beverly Hills talk, everything. A Spanish dating show. No, it's going to be on Telemundo. That it is. They posted it. He's going to be on that. Yeah, that is there for fame. That is there for fame. The way the fans are getting him in all languages. They're tearing him up, honey, on that Instagram page. Oh, I love not Dominican Love Island. Is he going to be The Bachelor? Yeah, you said that's why I can't watch any of that. I prefer pure game shows like Big Brother or Traitors or just Housewives. I can't do that fake love crap show or those MTV shows at all. La Casa de los Famosas. That's the name of the show. Oh, okay. I hope I sounded good saying the title. I was feeling Puerto Rican yesterday, honey. He looks a hot mess. Janae made him semi-attractive, okay? After he did Janae, I never disliked somebody so fast. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, honey. Brooke Cruz, honey. Okay. All right. I'm feeling Rickin', honey. Oh, gosh. Janae is thriving, though, so we move. Yeah, that's all that matters. As long as Janae is thriving, that's all I care about. You said try again, Brooke. Yes, honey, I'm feeling Rican in this hair. Honey, I'm feeling Puerto Rican. Oh, gosh. He had to go to Telemundo where the people don't know him. Yup, because in the U.S., we aren't messing with him anymore. Exactly. Yes, honey, Brooke Martinez. You better know it, honey. Brooke, have you ever watched the Pop the Balloon show? I can't stand that show. I think it's a bit desperate for women to come on that show and a man popping the balloon, he doesn't like you. That's desperate. I think that show is so desperate. I think it's embarrassing. Like, what has life come to where you're trying to find love on a Pop the Balloon show. That's desperate to me. I don't want, every time I see clips, I just keep scrolling. You know? Yeah, humiliation kink. I agree. Get popped for the most superficial reasons. Yeah, I hate every variation of that show. Same here. It is demonic. It is. It's humiliating. It's I don't like. I just Pop the Balloon is so foolish. It is. It's low vibrational. Yes, it's desperate. Very much Desperado Central. I hate that dusty show. A pipeline straight to hell from that set. Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, I don't like your hair, Pop. Your shoes are ugly, Pop. Yes, a bunch of bums degrading women to their face. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, okay. Just no. You see how fast that Netflix version flopped? Because, yeah, it wasn't, it's just, no. It is a humiliation ritual. I agree. So, somebody send Sutton on Pop the Balloon. Oh my gosh. Y'all are terrible. Pop the Balloon made Aaron the plumber famous. Wait, is that really short guy? And he was like threatening a woman, I believe. He was talking crazy. And he's on a Zeus show, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Right? He's that little man with a huge Napoleon complex, and he's on a Zeus show. Is that him? Is that who you're talking about? Okay, that is him. Okay. Yeah, he's famous now. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me that he's famous. He has a show. He was on a show with Erica Mena. Wait, she has a dating show, right? Where she's trying to find love, and it's women and men because she's bisexual. And he was one of the contestants. I saw a clip on Twitter. He was one of the contestants, and he was talking real greasy, right? Am I making this up? Yes, he looks crazy. How you a plumber and you 4 foot tall? Nasty and rude. So wait, he's trying to compete for Erica Mena, her affections. And everybody on that Pop with the Balloon show got 18 jobs. They're like, I'm a DJ, entrepreneur, musician, this, that. Yeah, I can't stand her. The men are always super aggressive, and everyone is always trying to have a moment. She has a new man now. Okay. One of the security guards from Erica Mena's show is on Pop the Balloon too, along with one of the guys on Ray J's Love Cabin, a super damn mess. Yeah, with Spice. With those overly big pump muscles of his, he was giving Vienna sausage in the pants. Heavy dentured colorist. That's what she is. Oh my gosh. Oh, now Connor, I don't know. I don't watch her show. I don't know about all that. I couldn't tell you all that now. Yeah, Erica, yeah, she was one who grabbed that ladder and she climbed the gate to Safari's house because he's her baby's father. There was a porn star on the show too. The whole Zeus network is low vibrational and embarrassing, in my humble opinion. The next show might be called Hop on the Bus with EJNYC. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know anything about that child. I think he tried to sue the show. Well, oh, that's terrible. Unfortunately, the porn star died along with one of the runner-ups. Oh, that's very sad. Well, my condolences. My condolences. I'm very sorry to hear that. Now, y'all, I am going to end the live right here, y'all. Okay? I'm going to end the live right here. Y'all have me screaming, talking about Iyanla Vanzant. I love how we always find a way back to Iyanla and the foolery that ensues, okay? But I'm going to close out here. I hope y'all enjoyed. I had a good old time with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. And y'all have me screaming. Y'all are just going on with about this show and what's going on this show and all the nonsense on this show. But guys, I'm going to close out here. I hope y'all enjoyed. Always a good time with y'all. I'm wishing y'all a very happy, safe Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day weekend. Remember, y'all, the 14th, if he has not made plans for the 14th, block him. He doesn't like you, okay? Just my quick PSA before we close out, for real, y'all. Please, y'all, do not play yourself. Do not get caught up in desperation. If no plans have been made for y'all to go out on the 14th, he don't like you, cut your losses, keep it moving. No need to send a text. He doesn't care. And it makes you look even that much more desperate. Block. If there are no gifts or flowers, chocolates, candies, teddy bears, roses, the whole nine on the 14th, block him. Okay? So, all right? Okay. Don't sit up here and be fooled. The 13th and the 15th are unacceptable. The 14th only. All right? Okay. So, guys, I will see y'all next week, and I hope y'all enjoy and have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you all on Monday, Lord willing, okay? But bye, y'all. Always a good time.